for the work that was done on that day, January 20th. The Blue Spader Task Force is considered the hardest hit since Vietnam. The commanders were continually asking for help, but the requests seemed to go unanswered until July of 2007, where the 110 who patrolled were replaced with a unit of over 1,000. All in all, that task force had 34 soldiers killed in action, 122 wounded. Charlie Company suffered the most, with 14 men killed, 9 of which were from Ryan's 2nd Platoon. One of Ryan's biggest fears was that he would be forgotten. By passing HCR 13, you'll send a message that we do, in fact, remember him. Shauna remembers getting a phone call from him after one of his brothers had been killed. It was during election time that year, and he was struggling from all the negative news reports about the war. He said, "Mom, my friends are dying for people who don't care. All they care about is what the barista did for coffee last night. Oh, did you know Britney Spears has a problem, Lindsay Lohan, so on and so forth. What in the world am I fixing for dinner? Meanwhile, my buddies are dying. And not only do people not know who they are, but they don't seem to care." On October 5th of 2006, Ryan sent us an email to a small group of people. This is part of it. He wrote, "2 days ago, one of my good friends was lost during his duty for our country. He was shot by a sniper and didn't get a chance to shoot back. He was doing what was asked of him regardless of the risk at hand. I ask that as you read this, the email, you hold a moment of silence within yourself for another of America's finest that lost the battle he was told to fight. I ask that you remember your freedoms and that we willingly gave ours up to protect our loved ones back home, and that you keep us in your thoughts and prayers in the good times and in the bad. Because to tell you the truth, all we wanted was a better life for us and our loved ones. Some of us won't make it back from this place, and we shall never forget them. The rest of us who are here will keep fighting for you and for those you love." As I speak for Ryan's mother, Shauna, I want to close with this. So one thing I ask, this was from Mom. One thing I ask that as you drive around going about your day, being a productive member of your community, pause for a moment when you see that glorious flag flying or one of those Memorial Highway signs. Just whisper, "Thank you. Thank you, Private First Class Ryan J. Hill. You're the best of the best. Freedom isn't free." So the photo over here is of Private First Class Ryan J. Hill Park in Keizer. If you enter the Keizer Station area, the one entrance, I can't remember the name of it, doesn't matter much. I mean, it matters, but anyway. You come up and you come underneath the overpass and you go up, and there's a Panera Bread that sits there. Right next to that parking lot is that park. It's a beautiful place to sit and ponder things and look at that picture. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Representative. Further discussion, Representative Fahey.
And I want to thank Representative Post for his sharing of Ryan's mother, Shauna's words in committee, and especially would like to thank Shauna, who is a constituent of mine, for coming and sharing Ryan's story with us and allowing us to honor and remember his service and his life in this way. It was colleagues, if you have the chance to watch the committee testimony, it was very affecting. So I just wanted to appreciate that your remembrance was amazing, and that I know that all of us are honored to have a small part in sharing his story with the world. So thank you very much, and colleagues, I urge an aye vote.